Vambora, meus bons. Vambora caçar a casinha dos fantasmas, se divertem. Eu quero falar com esses putos. Um corno me matou aqui, né, pra mim. Porra, deixa o ventilador ligado de novo. Você que se foda aí, meu irmão. Vá pro inferno. Porra. Por isso se ajuda, o cara cagou na minha cabeça. Arrombado mirim. Não, toma no cu. Vou ajudar ninguém não. Porra. Movi da lenha. Bora, PlayStation. Vou devolver pro Yudi. Porra. 5 anos? Ah, não, meu nome. Que isso, gente? Que é isso? Taca, porra. O que tá acontecendo aí? Que isso, mano? Tá porra. Uma carnificina aqui, é churrasco, é?
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Calma aí, amigo, que eu tranquei meu cu aqui agora. Agora quietinho. Tá maluco, viado.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Ô louco, tu mora aqui, irmão? Olha o circo. Eita porra. Olha o jeitinho que ele anda. Dançando forró. Ó, hein. Ai, como o cu de quem tá lendo. Falou. Mentira, ninguém viu nada. Opa, estamos em casa.
The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
E aí, senhora? Bom dia. Porra, travou.
Good evening, miss.
Opa.
Please, Mr. Vampire,
Oxe, como é que a senhora
don't
sabe?
kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so
Calma.
much to offer this
Oxi.
world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm
Oxi.
me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury.
Ô,
My mother
louco.
taught me long ago how to recognize the
Tá
signs
porra.
that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Bom dia, senhora. E aí?
What are you doing out here?
You mean what do I do outside at night since I am a woman?
E
Let me
aí,
ask
meu
you a
cu
question,
duro.
sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Ah, não, senhora.
Well,
Não vai entrar nessa conversa não, tchau.
Good.
she's been...
Não, vou entrar nessa conversa aí não. Tá muito esquisito. Da porra, a mansão do Barack Obama. Alô? Ou de casa. Porra, aqui tem que ser como? Respeitoso, hein? Prender regras de etiqueta. I've been to the desert on a horse, no name. Felt too good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name. Cause there ain't no one hard to give, you know. Porra, 1.000.000 de anos depois, né? Caralho, já até criei raiz aqui na cadeira.
Do you know where you were
Opa! E aí,
In
cuzão?
front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is
E o
your
cara é
business
fudido igual
tonight?
eu. Zóio
I
vermelho.
received an invitation.
Você,
I'm Dr.
maconheiro.
Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Que isso, amigo?
Please
Eu que
proceed.
agradeço.
Lord Redgrave
Que
is
aquilo,
waiting
gente?
on
Tem um
you
defunto ali. Tem muitos. Porra, tô vendo aí, muita etiqueta, viu? Nessa casa aí.
There has been quite a battle here.
Ah, tá. Invadir. Porra, pensei que os caras decoração, né?
I'm sure
Os
the
defuntos.
Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Caralho, meu bom. Quanto assassinato. Tchuru, tchu. Que isso? Que porra, parece o... aquele negão do... daquele filme Em Busca de Liberdade. Ih, caralho. Passei a mão. Mó leve. Ninguém viu, hein?
I cannot enter.
Porra, mas ninguém deixa a porta aberta, hein? Tô vendo aí, recepção. Nota 10. Dá 5 estrelas. Cara, o cara passa a mão mesmo nos parafusos, do quanto é canto. O bicho é corajoso, olha lá. The big iron is here. Ninguém viu, hein? Eu tava assim quando eu cheguei. Bom dia, senhores. Alô? Cortina dura aí, hã? Epa, boa noite. E aí, bela noite, né? E alho?
My good friends, if I may have your attention.
Ei, senhor.
Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
É, negão. Foi de ralo.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
Boa noite, senhor. Papai?
Welcome to the
Oh, no.
Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make
Meu
your
irmão, levanta a
acquaintance.
cabeça. Fica a
I've heard
cabeça
some
baixa não.
astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my
Valeu,
lord.
meu bom.
Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Sim.
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely,
Ih.
especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too
Discordo,
fickle
meu
when it
amigo.
comes to important
Eu
decisions.
sou um homem desconstruído, um macho.
Do not expect me
Macho
to speak
alfa
ill
desconstruído.
of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have
É
been on the
aquela
front
véia, a
line in the East
bruxa.
End, but the
Tá lá
time
no
has
esgoto.
come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garda Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Tá bom.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me?
Ao respeito,
Well,
corno.
no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Não.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes.
Caralho, o cara me chamou de
But whatever
erro.
your lineage,
Porra, tá
you
certo,
are
viu?
definitely Ascalon.
Camisinha furou.
What do you mean?
I would like
Arrombado.
you to become a member of the Ascalon Club and to serve me as such.
Calma.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
Sim ou sim, né? Mas qual o
What
propósito?
is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me
Ô,
immortality,
louco.
and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious
Louco, lança de
patron
São
saint of
Jorge.
England when he slew the dragon.
Aí sim.
And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Show de bola.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Scows. Will his death be an issue?
Eu acho que ele não tá morto, velho.
My priorities have changed.
Ah, não.
Fergal
Acho que
was
tá
a
assim,
zealous
então.
servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Filho da puta, hein?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Ah, não tô querendo não, hein, amigo.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Ah, é o jeito, né, amigo? Não
I
tenho
agree
muita...
to join the club.
This
Muita
is
escolha.
good news indeed in these
Eu não queria,
crucial
não.
times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not, nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Tá bom. Vambora, né?
My fellow members, dear
Esse velho me
friends,
parece
please
suspeito.
gather and
Não gostei
welcome
dele.
this Econ as one
Mas
of
não
our
conta pra ele,
own.
não.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Agora foi queimado, mano.
Yes, I will.
Then, young Econ, it is time to testify with
Ih,
your blood.
caralho, não tô gostando desse papo.
It is time to sign the book
Vai,
of allegiance.
vão me abusar, amigo. Tenho certeza. Tem um camboy de negro aí,
I
tem
know
uns
it's
10
awfully
caras.
Gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the
Ah, mano,
backbone
não me
of our
abuse não,
nation.
senhor. Porra, já, né? Sou um cara de respeito. Ih, meu caralho. É, amigo. Tá no inferno, chupa o capeta, né? É o jeito. E é o sangue brilhante. Com purpurina também. Que isso, senhor?
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
E o velhinho ali? Porra. Fala com o velhinho. E aí, senhor?
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Boa noite.
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece?
Que isso, porra.
Figuratively.
Tá errado isso aí, meu bom. Tô bem, vai.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite
Ah,
a bit
ele é
of
de
attention
verdade.
yourself.
Ô, louco.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius
Ah, o
Dawson.
ricão, Dawson.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am.
Are you sick?
Personally, I can say
What can you tell me?
it's not really my...
Ah, vou ir correndo, vai.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that very...
Is not the...
My dear Doctor,
So you...
I have been a member of many clubs.
Tá bom.
What can you tell...
I would not dare speak.
Mr. Dawson? Of Dawson and Dawson?
Ah, aquela fábrica
The wealthiest man in
onde
England.
tinha um
It is a
albergue, porra,
pleasure to
pra
meet
ajudar
such
os
a
pobres.
prominent figure of London.
A
Lembrei.
withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the gap.
Pode parar.
What is the city?
I am sure
What do you know?
I should not say this.
Would you have...
No. There is...
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine,
Tá
Doctor.
porra.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile.
Ô
What we
louco.
need is a wall.
Olha o Trump aí.
A formidable, unscalable wall.
O pai dele.
Isolate the deserving
Ô
from the
louco.
infected masses.
Uai, vai saber, né? Deve
Complete
ser.
isolation has proven effective throughout history. But the death
Nós
toll
estamos
has always
em
been
isolamento,
I
né?
am glad you understand the concept of necessary sacrifice.
Are you not
Caralho, o
mistaking
pai do Trump,
sacrifice
mano.
for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Não.
Heard the rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs
Que isso,
around
corno?
the city. What is this?
Que malevolência é essa?
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic,
Sim.
and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Confabular. Porra.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Bansher was my squire of sorts.
Porra, por que
Even
deixou
before
matar
becoming
ele
that
então, né, velho?
magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
Porra, o
I
nego era
mean,
foda,
what
velho.
was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All
Volcod.
muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Beleza.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Eita. Alguns Skulls pacíficos.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche.
Puta, tem que ir na véia, né?
Follow all the leads you
Aquela
find
véia lá.
and get results.
Tá. 9 cidadãos disponíveis pra matar. Vê só com os caras aqui dá? Acho que não, né? Não, depois só com esses caras aqui não. Putz. Putz. Que mansão, hein, velho? Puta merda. Parece mansão do Todo Mundo em Pânico 2. Não quero achar aquele cara da mãozinha, né? Que lá é meio errado.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
É verdade. Deixa eu conversar
Good evening, Miss Ashton.
And good.
com a filha dela.
What are you...
You mean what?
Actually...
Well,
Are you a suffragette, then?
O que é
You
sufragista?
are Elizabeth's girl. Without
Falta
a doubt.
esse dia.
all adult women
Aulas
have the right to
português.
vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me,
Que merda, hein?
Miss Charlotte.
Tem que ter uma
I
casa
have
pra
shared
votar?
your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my
Porra, eu
mother
sou um homem
appreciates you so
feminista, né?
much.
Porra, tinha que
Too
ser.
bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Tamo ali juntão.
How the local...
People here can't wait.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady.
She is my best friend, and a
Emily.
suffragette too.
Have you any reason to...
Recently, Emily started to believe.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you?
Porra, mãe é burra.
Despite your mother's
Pra que
warning,
que falou?
I think I should...
Oh, that would be top notch.
Tá, preciso caçar a Emily.
What...
Your name and profession, obviously.
Does it not scare you?
Why should it?
Porra, não...
Yes, you should. I killed my own sister because of the hunger. There comes a time when a mortal is only seen as blood by a vampire. Whatever the bonds between them.
You can't be Wait. Good one, Dr. Reed. You almost got me.
Glad you found it amusing. But do keep my warning in mind.
I will, Dr. Reed. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I
Olha,
was 10,
Chiquititas.
she adopted me,
Ô, louco.
and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no
Caralho,
idea why
filha da
my
puta
mother
me
only showed up
corrigindo.
at night.
Eu sei, caralho.
She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What do you
I was raised here.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark
Ih,
alley
caralho.
at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh,
Que
are you blushing, Dr.
isso?
Reed?
Calma aí.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
É,
I
né,
suppose
porra.
you're right. But
Verdade.
society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so,
Bacana,
where
bacana.
are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
I am fine, Doctor.
Beleza.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys.
Mullaneys.
A nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Beleza. Tá, valeu.
Goodbye.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Tá, a casa. Eu acho que... Calma. Eu queria primeiro coisar aquela investigação, pô. Aqui. Rastrear. É mais perto. Vamos aqui. Dá uma olhada. Ah, meu irmão. Vou dar uma olhada nada não. Preguiça. Opa, abri aqui, né? Verdade. Vou colar no esconderijo. Preciso upar também. Dar uma upada. Churu, churu, chu. Somos amigos, senhor? Ou não? Não, né? Filho da puta. Porra. Deixa eu usar esse especial aqui pra ver. Pessoal, é uma merda, né, mano? Nem sei pra que eu escolhi isso aqui. Ai! Caralho!